that, we got Attack the Web.
We have Attack the Web, bringing back our favorite segment, our favorite intro graphic. I can't wait to play it for all of you. We're going to take a look at the fan film Gambit, Play for Keeps.
This is fantastic.
You guys are going to want to hear about this. I think you'll like Eric Roberts.
And what's after that?
After that, we're going to do Be Kind Rewind.
That's my favorite intro, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
You do.
Yes,
you do a well job intro.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tom Hardy's Warrior MMA movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about this movie with everybody. And then I Miss My Own TV. We're going back to one of our favorites across the river, Windsor's Own, The Blue Stones.
Careless. Phenomenal, right? I mean, this is a great episode.
Yeah, you guys
I'm excited about this one.
That alone should make you click like and subscribe below.
And then what are they going to do, Rob?
That bell.
The bell, because if you don't click the bell, you don't know we got a new episode coming out.
Travesty.
Oh, horrible.
As always, I'm Robbie.
And I'm J Marsh.
And this is
Attack on Show.
Now what do you want to do?
Next. What do we
do? Binge-worthy?
Yeah.
No, actually we don't have binge-worthy.
Oh, no, binge-worthy. So none of that this week?
Be Kind Rewind?
Okay.
All right, welcome back to Be Kind Rewind. We picked out, this is actually a kind of pseudo-independent film. Didn't get like a huge major theater release.
Which is killer. I can't understand that.
No,
I mean,
we're looking at 2011's Warrior, starring Tom Hardy, Nick Nolte. This is a film that's it's directed by Gavin O'Connor, who you might know most recently had The Way Back with Ben Affleck and The Accountant, which I really liked.
Okay.
That'd be a good segment to have.
Well,
but The Warrior, or just Warrior, I don't want to say the.
I know, because I keep doing that too.
Can't do that.
No.
It follows the plot of the movie is that there's a MMA tournament in town and you can win big money if you win this tournament.
Yeah, it's you got to understand that it was a little bit before, like right on the cusp of
UFC
big MMA.
really took off.
Like the really, I mean, it was getting there, but this probably was written a couple years before that, before it came out.
Of course.
And it was in a fresher time.
Like
for
great productions, that's why we're always behind. It takes years. You do the script and then film the show.
God, right here.
Yep.
See that?
So the premise of the movie is that there's two brothers that are entering this tournament, unknowing each other is entering. One is, a husband with a child who's kind of struggling with finances. He's joining the
really different ends of the.
Yeah, he's trying to basically find him. He's a good guy trying to find a way to support his family. The other brother's kind of the one who's like the recluse military.
Prior. Has obviously has some PSTDs dealing with, and some other things like that.
Really no emotional connection to anybody, and he's just kind of like he's just like a terror. Which is Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. This is, I'm going to say this, and I'm not getting into this, we'll talk about it a little bit, but that was rough to watch.
Which one?
Tom Hardy in this.
I thought Tom Hardy was amazing. So
oh my God, are you serious?
Yes.
I have never. There's other things we cover. I'm like, but I really am surprised you thought that.
It was definitely better than Bane, but not better than Peaky Blinders.
I'm sorry. First off, number one,
Hold on.
no. Number two, no!
You can understand him in this movie. That's a step higher than Bane.
I'm sorry. I don't quite understand. No one knew me before the mask.
It's Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. They're playing the brothers. And there's actually, I believe Joel Edgerton's character was loosely based off Rich Franklin because they do place him as a teacher.
I just want to say that some things on this show are phenomenal.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
We finally hired a crew and it's paying off.
Can't you tell she did my makeup?
But I do want to say, I do think that Joel Edgerton's character is based, I think it's based loosely off Rich Franklin. The whole teacher aspect going into MMA fighting, working his way up.
Oh, okay, interesting.
There is some parallels
I can see
to
that,
the
absolutely.
stories. So I think they borrowed from that. But Tom, I got to say, the highlight of this film for me, watching it, was Nick Nolte.
That was your son.
You are my son, Brendan.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Amen, right?
Oh my God.
No, I mean, I don't, it's really kind of a shame because I think, like, even from the very beginning, Nick Nolte plays a reformed alcoholic and the father of these two characters.
Yes. Kind of abandoned father.
Kind of abandoned, like you could tell he left him. He was very into Tom Tom Hardy's character in wrestling. He really
pushed him in the fighting.
And really trained them. But I mean, Nick Nolte is phenomenal in this film, and so is Tess or Jennifer, that she plays character Jennifer Morrison. Her butt is featured greatly in this film. Very oddly, every scene she's in a youth joke, you'll go back and rewatch. You're like, Wow, every chance they get. Okay.
Nick Nolte, rightfully so, was nominated for an Academy Award for this, which I'm not a fan of Academy Awards because A, he didn't win. But honestly, I don't know how the guy didn't just clean up awards.
I mean, this. I don't know if he pulled it. It would really like. I almost, and you watch this film, and I tend to watch it, and I feel like the director saw something was going on here, and you kind of see a shift where at the
focus kind of goes to him.
The focus kind of goes to him, and you really kind of feel Tom Hardy falls off as a character.
And you listen to some more fish stories that no one gives a shit about. Man, get out of here.
There's 3 very distinct acts in this film.
Yes.
And Act 1 to Act 3 is completely different. And I'm not knocking that. I don't mean that as a critique. But, I talk about 3 acts in a film sometimes and explain that to someone and people go, oh, but in this one, there is 3 very distinct different acts in this film.
I want to say...
And, I enjoy the fact that there's almost, the theme is different in each one.
I almost want to say, I would say, if you're not a fan of Tom Hardy, and I would almost like to raise this as a possibility and see what your thoughts are. I almost feel like the role that Tom Hardy plays, I think they wanted to go a sympathetic role, but Nick Nolte does such a good job where you feel so bad for him. I think it almost pushes you against Tom Hardy.
It does.
I almost feel like it backfired a little bit.
Rob,
where
you make a really great point that I didn't realize at that
point. I almost think he's a jerk for the way he treats him.
And I think that's what started again. And I think the director sees what's going on, and you kind of adjust. But I don't think you can give Nick Nolte enough credit in this film.
He does an amazing job. Tom Hardy, to me, he plays such a damaged character. I love UFC. I love the fighting.
We both
do. I love the
Yes.
idea that after every fight, he just goes in there and the dude's an animal, and then he just storms out of the cage without interviewing.
You do that to someone on the street, they'd lock you up and throw away the key.
I'm also going to say I look in these types of films like I do a lot when it comes to tactical movements in a gun film. I'm watching this as both of us being UFC fans. That was really well done.
Yes.
The fighting scenes are incredibly well done.
And they mixed in some UFC fighters. I mean, you could tell they went to the pros
they had,
for this.
Kurt Angle was in there as a wrestler. Very well done. And that was one of those things I was almost expecting. And that, we talk about being taken out of the film, and I'm like, oh, done.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
So, no, definitely, as far as my vote, I will definitely say watch it. I think it's worth it. It's on Hulu right now.
It is.
Jeff?
Yeah, no, this is a solid. This
Unanimous.
I would actually say this is a don't miss. I'm going to put it up at that level.
That's the first ever.
It is the first ever. I'm going to put it up at that level. This will be a very pleasant surprise.
Yes.
I think we can both agree with that. If you haven't seen this, it's wow.
Go to Hulu. It's in the films. Definitely check it out. It's worth your time. And leave comments below. Let us know.
Please leave comments. In fact, leave a comment. I'd like to know what you thought about Tom Hardy in this film.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it had spazza.
Yeah.
You want to go to Attack the Web?
Attack the Web. Nah, anything I can drop my...
Can't top this intro.
No. God. It does bring some magic, old porn sites. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that?
It took commitment.
It took commitment. It did.
On this week's segment of Attack the Web,
yes,
we're bringing you a fan film. If you're a fan of X-Men, we're going to take a look at Gambit, Play for Keeps.
Even if you're not, this is awesome. And I'm just going to say that.
I will say, yes, if you watch, the Dark Knight series films, and, you didn't have to be a huge comic book fan to watch those and enjoy them as movies, I want to say this fan film kind of has that tone where you don't really have to be a comic book geek.
No, you really
can just
don't. It
watch
kind of throws
it
it
for
all
its
out there
entertainment.
for you. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know how anything else to put it, but a lot of fun. And I really wanted more.
This is directed by Jensen Nolan. The movie lasts, it's about 20 minutes.
Yes.
It's just over.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's interesting because, if you don't know anything about X-Men, obviously it's the mutant world where everybody has their individual powers. And Gambit he's always kind of been like a side character within the X-Men.
Sure.
One of my faves, especially in the 90s animation.
Don't you ever get tired of listening to yourself?
Not when I'm talking about you, Cher.
It's funny, you say a side character, but I really feel like he had he had a
his
solid
moments.
peak. He had his moments in the 90s. He's a very loved character.
It's nice to see him finally get in the spotlight and have a story around him. I'll be one of the few that say this. I'm really tired of Wolverine being the focus of X-Men. I am ready for other stories to be told. There's so many good characters.
And I think Marvel will do an excellent job of it.
Hopefully. But until then, we've got
Marvel does everything right. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have this fan film Gambit, and it's nice. I'm shocked by the cast that they pulled Eric Roberts into this, who plays like a crime lord, much like the Dark Knight.
Yeah, and Eric Roberts is
That
fantastic.
was not rehearsed.
No.
I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah.
Come here.
Kind of the similar character.
Right. And really well played, and it gives some cred to it, does he not?
So the premise is, Gambit's called into this poker game, and he doesn't really want to play, but then he finds out that his love interest, Rogue, is held captive, and he's got to play this game.
Very well played as well. Like, I was very surprised. And the Gambit plays an excellent character, but I was like, and that is played by Ellen Holloman.
Okay.
And I thought she was excellent.
She's good, but there's some more southern thrall that you can throw in that accent for Rogue.
For both of them, actually. Let's be honest.
So if I'm going to criticize,
yes. And please do. I love this.
I thought Nick Bateman did a good job.
Sure.
I liked his acting, and I thought he did a good job. However, he did not feel like Gambit to me.
I agree.
I really wanted that Louisiana,
absolutely,
Cajun style, because like when you're looking at Gambit, he's got such a charismatic, flirtatious attitude that just is so natural, and it didn't come off so easy.
It did that, and then the eyes of Gambit. The glowing eyes that was kind of aware with Gambit, I thought it was done well. That was one of the other things. But if there was any part of this I'll critique, and this is excellent, by no means am I saying don't see this, it's that. I completely agree with you,
Rob.
And it's a hard critique
because Nick Bateman does an amazing job acting.
He does.
Poker? Oh, shit. Your boss will be pleased to know that you just stumbled upon the creme of poker.
He probably worked on it, but then realized, you know what? I'm going to play this character a little better if I'm not trying to fake this accent.
And again, I may be over criticizing because I'm such a huge fan of the 90s cartoon that that character and the way that he talked and his style in that cartoon was portrayed so well. I want to see that brought to life. I wasn't a fan of it and when Taylor Hitch played it in the Wolverine movies.
God, that was horrible.
Yeah, but Nick Bateman does an amazing job in this acting. He does a great job in this. I want to say, too, the visual effects in this movie, top notch.
Absolutely top notch. Give a ton of credit to that. There is a lot of them in this. There is no, I don't want, sometimes in some of the fan-made films, you see this opportunity where they're going to try to play around putting that type of effort into it. Not on this one. It's everywhere, man.
This carried, nothing stands out that says, oh, that looked cheesy.
Not at all.
And I got to say, the pacing of the film is very well done. It catches you out. It catches you in very quick.
Which it is, and it's well put together.
Yeah.
And this is why you don't necessarily. This is why the not sticking to the Gambit thing plays so well. Right?
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree that this is because of the pacing? Is very well directed, very well thought out, and planned out.
It's fast moving. It keeps you engaged. Like I said, the effects are good. So you really. Watching this, unlike this series, feel no need to click away, and it keeps you entertained.
People click away from this?
That's the rumor.
I laugh at my own jokes on this.
I don't believe it.
I do.
I'm sorry. But definitely, I would say watch it, Jeff.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
The link is below, so you're going to want to click that to check out the whole film, but not just yet, because we got more coming your way.
Yeah.
Not a lot
with authority.
More, but we've got our favorite segment.
Oh, yes.
Because I miss
my MTV.
In this week's segment of I Miss My MTV, we're going to one of our favorites.
We are.
The Bluestones. They're just right across the river over at Windsor.
We can't say enough about the Bluestones because they really are our neighbors. I don't know if everyone knows this. I know we have a huge international audience. We do, right?
Just out of Australia.
Copy that. So, with that being said, we're located close to Detroit, so Windsor really is our neighboring town.
And Bluestones are friends of the show. I got to meet Tarek over actually in Toronto and interview him while they were on tour. Unfortunately, Justin couldn't make it, but I did get to meet both of them post-shows. They enjoyed our whiskey tumblers. They had a few drinks. Total cool guys.
Nice.
The show was amazing. It was just before all the COVID-19 stuff took off, so I got to see a live performance.
Is that something?
It's fake news.
Oh, okay, come on.
But we got to see them perform. Guys were amazing, and right up here, this little thing that just popped out, this banner, you can click that to watch the interview with Tarek. Super cool guy. He does take the attacker challenge, and it's quite fun.
Well, nice.
Yeah, so you want to see that after the shoot.
Sure.
But before that, we're gonna get a look at one of their new tracks, Careless, which is such a cool song.
The video is phenomenal.
Yes.
I love the video.
The simplicity, the coloring is cool.
But I'm really pulled into it lyrically. And I can't say this enough, phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw some critiques in the comments where they didn't jam on the guitar enough. This is a different style for these guys, but I love it.
It kind of spoke to me. I do enjoy this film a lot.
Super cool track, especially at 3 a.m.
a lot. Yes,
after a few episodes of this. So here we give you the Blue Stones, Careless.
It's only ETA. Feel the fingers thread through mine. Turns me on when we keep it offline. Oh, it's careless. Oh, it makes it worth the mess. Oh, it's careless, but it's worth it. It makes it worth the risk. I know you love me, but it won't change. It won't change a thing.
It's Careless.
God, I don't know.
Great track, honestly.
Great track. Video was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's such a cool groove.
Lyrically, we've all kind of had that situation, the Careless situation in our lives, right?
Yeah, nothing better than turn up the bass, loud music with that song.
Yes.
It'll fill the room. The link is below for the full track. But before you click that, not so fast, we got you.
Because all two of you.
Yeah. Make sure you click like and subscribe below.
And click the bell.
Why do they want the bell?
Because if you don't click the bell, then you'll have no idea when we have a brand new episode coming out.
Atrocious.
Atrocious.
How do you live with yourself?
I don't know.
So, everybody, thank you for watching.
Oh, wait, that was...
What?
That was... I thought that was a direct question.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you sticking around this late in the episode. If you are still here, comment below and say first. Because you probably
I dare you. Yeah.
Everybody, I'm Robbie.
And I'm J Marsh.
And this is
Attack on Show.